Day 100 tournament. Dumelang. Now, strong collaboration with other African countries can play a pivotal role in taking Botswana's tourism sector to greater heights. This was highlighted last night by the Minister of Environment and Tourism, Mefilda Kering, at the Africa Tourism Leadership Forum and Awards ceremony held in Gaborone. Mujadi Mukibelo.
The Africa Tourism Leadership Forum, ATLF, brought together leaders from across the African tourism industry to discuss the challenges faced by the African tourism and also opportunities that can grow the industry, and therefore robust partnerships between other related stakeholders, being government, parastatals and the community at large, can create a more sustainable tourism sector that will be beneficial to all.
African leaders that are involved in different ways in building this continent, I want to say it's never meant to be easy. Sometimes you break down, sometimes you want to quit, sometimes you are discouraged. But standing here tonight, I can say there's all reason for us to keep moving and to keep pushing, because without that, then we cannot go anywhere.
Young African tourism life changers who scooped hours on the night shared knowledge on how they thrive in the tourism industry.
So I think the awards is a great end to a long road. We've been building our company, a marketing agency in South Africa for the past 10 years. And I think this award is really just a nod of approval that we're on the right road and that we will continue to do our bit for tourism with digital marketing.
Well, I guess it basically means to the youth that yes, we can. If you want it, you take it. But sometimes you have to before you take it, you have to be calm. So don't look down at your potential. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is you want to dream, you can achieve it.
Botswana continued to receive accolades to be the tourism destination of choice from abroad.
Like it was reiterated many times during our meeting, we want actionable things that will genuinely transform what we are doing. And as the outcomes are outlined, we know that we all be committed to trying to resolve the challenges that are bedeviling the growth of our industries. So once again, thank you, President Masisi and the wonderful people of Botswana. Thank you, Minister. Thank you all.
The awards ceremony also emphasized on the importance of empowering women and youth in tourism sector as they make a significant portion of the African continent, hence playing a vital role in the development of the tourism industry. Mojadi Mukibelo, BTV News, Gaborone.
Meanwhile, Africa Tourism Leadership Forum also that came to an end yesterday. The Minister of Environment continued to note that the forum is vital to the tourism sector across Africa, also noting it as a catalyst for entrepreneurs to share ideas and showcase their products. Kumiso Mapanyani.
The Africa Tourism Leadership Forum is a pan-African dialogue platform that brings together key stakeholders of the tourism sector to share insights and devise strategies and help diversify their country's economy. Minister Kering indicated that they have learned a lot from the forum and wish it to grow further.
Botswana has a very good product to offer to the world in terms of culture, in terms of entertainment, food, and just being in a peaceful environment like ours. So we are happy that it really has grown from last year, and we expect that the 2024 one will be even broader and greater. The discussions have actually covered a lot around women and youth, creatives, natural heritage, culture, and you know that these are the things that we are trying to promote through our diversification of the tourism product offer. AFCFTA, they have been a good part of these discussions, and they stand and they've been here to offer what they can do to build the sector of creatives, young people, to promote community participation and beneficiation and enterprising around our natural heritage, around our culture, around our arts, and so forth.
Different entrepreneurs who attended the forum indicated what they have learned.
It has given me an opportunity to meet different local brands as well as brands from other countries such as Kenya and South Africa. So it's a very good platform to network with other people, and be able to collaborate in future.
I've attended the African Tourism Leadership Forum. This is my second time, and I really love what they are teaching, especially in women in leadership and entrepreneurship. I've really benefited from the initiative, and I'm really looking forward to attend more and more. This is my first time to come into Botswana. I love the country. It's a beautiful country. The hospitality is wonderful.
The aim and objectives of this forum is to see an improvement in the tourism sector in this country. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Kaburu.
Now, normalizing the spirit of encouraging, supporting and empowering learners has been identified as key in transforming the education system, enabling it to develop competitive graduates who have a sense of global citizenship and responsibility to forge solutions to global challenges. Now, the Assistant Minister of Trade and Industry, Beauty Manake, highlighted this during the prize-giving ceremony at Lebogang CJSS in Silibepikwe. Karomulusi.
Acknowledging that government prioritizes education notwithstanding the challenges, schools in Silibepikwe consistently excel in academic achievement nationwide. Supporting and nurturing the dreams of learners through initiatives such as award ceremonies is viewed as pivotal in fostering a global sense of citizenship and responsibility that can empower students to assume leadership roles and contribute to the country's envisioned prosperity in the future.
I became a global citizen. I traveled to more than 45 countries because I was a global citizen and I wanted to contribute to the change that I wanted to see. When I was growing up, I always say to people, be the change that you want to see. I've always been pushing in my own right to make a difference in the community that I grew up in or that I was living in.
Hard work pays. If you position yourself and stay focused, you'll get what you want.
I do all this by using my past papers to revise and actually listening in class.
It's never too late to try again. Because form 3
This year, we see ourselves in the top 5 nationally. We are a principle. Those of our students who have not done well in the recent examination must be assisted continuously so that the school continues to be at the top. So it is events like this that we test our strategies right to keep the fire burning.
This year's prize-giving event received a sponsorship of 10,000 pula from the Assistant Minister of Trade and Industry, who is also a product of the education system in Silibepikwe, Miss Beauty Manake. This sponsorship augments the collective contribution of the parents and teachers.
gore te go khona gore re dire tsene re di diraga le ga ne go le go nye re tshwaraganya ebe ke re ke leboga mototegi mamanake go bana le rona ha re mo leboga thata.
The spirit of celebrating outstanding academic performance has developed into a subculture synonymous with Lebogang JSS as they celebrated the 2022 JC results in June this year. Hosting the prize giving on Friday was a continuation of the strategy to activate the winning attitude on the candidates who will be sitting for the final JC exam in a few weeks to perform to the brim of their potential and achieve their dreams while maintaining the school position at the top. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Silibepikwe.
Now, Botswana implored to refrain from drug and substance abuse, which was said to greatly contribute to the rise of non-communicable diseases, which among others include diabetes, heart and lung disease. This surfaced during a wellness and health promotion walk in Odi village on Saturday. Kiletel Somolekai compiled the report.
Research reveals non-communicable diseases to be the main cause of death globally, despite efforts made by countries to combat the rise of diseases. In this wellness and health promotion event, it was said that it will take an individual determination and choice to care about their well-being and refrain from drug and substance abuse to win the battle against communicable diseases.
We also want to do a tactical approach to try to raise the awareness about what we call substance abuse. By substance abuse, we mean bujalwa, alcohol, we mean tobacco, and we realize that all those seems to be a very serious problem in the community, in particular in youth. So we want to raise that awareness so that we know how to communicate to the latest or the farthest corner of this country in a simple language so that our voice can be heard and we can impact our community in a positive way.
Kope harileng teng e nna yone pina e re rerang re opella bana ba ba tswang ko tlase ke buiswa se ke gore ha ile gore bana ba ba balang form 1 ba simolotse no ibile ba simolotse ditagi potso ke gore ha tsije ka moso le tla be le tshegeditswe ke bomang ka tshaba e anyelela.
Adopting a lifestyle of healthy eating and engaging in physical exercises were said to be key in the fight against those diseases.
As an individual, we tlhokomele and bontsi ba nako ha re tsana mo dikgang tsa botsogo re na le dilo tse re kopana le tsone tse re sa di tlhaloganyeng ka mebele ya rona. We need to take seriously sing pehela se leng gore ha o se tlhaloganye ka mmele wa gago o kopane le ba botsogo o batla go tlhaloganya gore ke eng mmele wa gago o react ka tsela e ntseng.
Good health is best found in healthy habits, a diet of nourishment and plenty of rest. Grow your own garden, cook meals from scratch, take a walk or do some yoga or just stretch. Tlatsa mmele wa gago le tlhaloganyo ka dilo tse di agang ka go itlhokomela le go itshika-tshika go etelela pele.
Regular checkups and consultations with the health officials came highly recommended as a proactive measure to deal with possible diseases. Kiletlelezwe Somolegai, PTV News, OD.
Now, coordinator for Northwest District Agriculture, Re Unkemetse Matemabe, says Sonkobo cattle disease, which is caused by bond and tick and is common in the Okavango and Gamiland region, can be put under control with proper management. Re Matemabe says he realized that a lot of farmers do not have enough skills about the disease. Hence, as such, the department took the initiative to raise awareness on it. He said this during the Sonkobo awareness campaign in Kutao Cattle Post. Homoseho John.
Senkobo bacterial infection, which is common during rainy season in the Delta, was initially identified in 2015 and killed over 704 cows, leaving farmers devastated. Nevertheless, the mandate of this campaign is to educate farmers about vaccinating and dipping their livestock in order to control the disease and produce quality meat that can be sold at BMC.
Ke tle le bo maitsana pe bo mantsutswidi dingaka di tsile le botle ba re ka ba tlhokang gore tsatsi la gompieno re batla gore be le tlhaloganya gore boletse bo keng re batla gore setšhaba se sa Botswana se utse gore gate re tlhoagetse mang le mang ya ka kgosi ya setsa buile tampane re to go itshweta be re bola
re to go tshwaragana tiro e le lona re ntshitse mo dipateng tsa rona gore re reke melemo e dipang re reke di vaccine.
This disease is said to affect the quality of meat produced, hence low profits.
Ko BMC ba gaetso re na le lona mona go ntse ke sone se bona re la go nna go ga le pega dikgomo ka na go entsi re be re le gautshwane gore le thusa go selecta ka gore BMC e kgathala thata ka dipoelo tsa bo morui because ga morui ya boelwa morui o nna le motivation o na le khatlego ngwakelwa gore a ruwe go le go ntsi.
Furthermore, farmers and community leaders expressed their gratitude towards this campaign.
Bolotsi jo ba haitso ha le naha ka khatega ka ha botsenyi ka teng mo mtsi wa me ha ke na le sepe se ke se tshotse le tota ka ha le tsile ka te ho to thusa ka dikhakololo kya leboga
re tshwanela ke gore yaano re lemoge gore dinako di changile ha o bona bodiredi jo ba go emelela jaana bo itamo dipateng bo batla gore supegetsa gore a re ska ra le bahela ko puso re thuso e tla tswa ko puso rona re sa ithuse.
Over 600 cows were dipped while some affected with Senkobo were vaccinated. Farmers have been urged to work together with relevant stakeholders to control this disease. Khomotsego John, BTV News, Maung.
Now, the war against the sale and distribution of illegal drugs, commonly known as CAT, in the country continues to give law enforcement officers sleepless nights. This became visible during an undercover police operation where they raided some drug dealers who were found in possession of illegal drugs in some parts of Gaborone recently. BTV News crime reporter Ungutle Tamare has the story.
This middle-aged man in phase 2 location in Gaborone was left in a dire state after the serious crime squad detectives raided him. They found him in possession of methamphetamine drug, which is commonly known as CAT.
Go lebega gore wa rekisa dio tsa go nna jalo ena le temo lapeng mme le gona o bona gore ke motho ya le leng gore le ene o ka tswa be le gore gongwe wa di dirisetsa le ene a di dirisa ke ra go ka tswa be le gore ka re no bona gore ke motho ka re bolapile go ntse go thakathakana mme ra ithala gone mo gona le yone CAT na le yone mo go bela e seganye le motokwana.
During that determination and intensive search of the house to find any hidden drugs, the police also found money suspected to be proceeds of the drug sale. Methamphetamine is said to be a problem in this country as it has spread more than marijuana drug, which has always been a leading illegal drug.
CAT hitile motokwana kore CAT ga e motokwana o montsi ka bokete mme ha o lebella CAT e ka tswa be le gore go tiswa tsone di kgwethinyana tsone tseo tsa yone di sekae mme madi a yone ka ba buang ka teng mo marketeng a go godimo mme e bile gape go lebega ile gore yaanong batho ba shifta bontsi ba shifta mo motokwaneng ba tsiela gone ka ko CAT-eng ba bogolo jang banana.
In Motlabe, this man was also found in possession of methamphetamine.
Me re khonne go tshwara banna ba le bane ba tatswa ke mme re ithala ile gore ba na le yone mekwa yone e salete se genya di tagi tsa go nna jalo tse leng gore re bone CAT re bone le one mo go bela e seganye le one motokwane.
The distribution of drugs continues to be a worrisome factor, as in most cases, the sellers are not the users. Ungutle Tamare, BTV News, Mitsi Motlabe.
The Extension 2 Magistrate Court in Gaborone has given 5 accused persons in a robbery case which occurred at Mukhonye village in May up to 20th of this month to have filed their submissions to show cause why the court should not send them to jail for the charges they are facing. This follows an order issued by the court in an ongoing trial to bring their witnesses or rather their evidences to court to present the evidence.
The first accused person, Waise Kanata, and the second accused person, Matlamedi Moreri, gave a sworn evidence, while the third accused person, Offense Maruping, gave an unsworn evidence. The fourth accused person, Tato Kenaope, and the fifth accused person, Tapelo Ramakwidi, informed the court of their intention not to give evidence. In the deliberations and arguments, the accused persons had a tough time to remove themselves from being linked to the robbery offense, which the court said on Thursday that they have a case to answer. The accused persons were not agreeing on the sequence of what transpired and who at the time did what, at what time, who took what amongst others. Magistrate Muwanga, after listening to the inadmissible evidence brought forward by the accused persons, took a decision to close the matter and not allow any witnesses to take the stand. She further ordered the prosecution to have filed their submissions by the 13th of this month and also ordered the accused persons to also file their submissions by the 20th of this month to show cause on why the court cannot send them to jail for the offense committed. Magistrate Mwanga said the 28th of November this year, where she will deliver the ruling. Unkutle Tamare, BTV News, Gaborone.
Now, many Botswana are struggling with dealing effectively with debt, hence the need for financial literacy. It is on this note that Ignite Wealth Financial Services Company will embark on exploring potential interventions that can help Botswana deal with debt effectively. This was highlighted during a media briefing by the company director, Resiatla Ratsosa, Refilo Mutube.
Botswana Household Indebtedness Survey report of 2021 indicates that many Botswana are struggling to balance their everyday life as they are heavily indebted. COVID-19 has also worsened the situation, affecting the supply and demand for credit in 2020. Ignite Wealth Financial Services Company says financial literacy could go a long way towards avoiding debt.
Mostly personal finance, but we have other courses that speak to leadership, sales, service, all of those soft skills that people need. But we are well known for the education that we are always spreading on our page, Yamasheleng, and the intention is really to open discussions around finance among individuals to say, can we be comfortable to speak freely about money? It could be within marriages, to resolve some of the issues that we know we have in society.
Individuals are encouraged to seek help, especially when it comes to getting their finances in order.
So we'll be covering not only issues surrounding debt, which is a problem. We'll also be addressing issues surrounding how to leverage debt. So we have experts and individuals, business people who will be coming through to come and say, look, for me, debt has worked for me. This is how I've leveraged debt over the years. That is why I am in the position that I am. And then we'll also have people who will say, debt has not worked for me, but sharing mistakes, sharing some of the things that could help a young person. Maybe.
Impact. Company exists just to make profits, just to make people to gather, just to make the memory impact. So if you look at the event itself, the event has been planned in such a way that we have brought in an assortment of speakers from different or a variety. We want things to change from the government level. Ignite
Wealth, in partnership with government departments, will host a National Personal Finance Summit on the 25th of October. Refilo Mutube, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Assistant Minister for Education and Skills Development, Re Obrilesaso, says in this era of mindset changes embodied by the President, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, students should take this opportunity to introspect and identify areas of improvement, with accountability being the first priority. Obrilesaso said this in Kenya on Friday during the 30th anniversary and prize-giving ceremony of Batuwengo Bubedi Junior Secondary School, Yenge Malimoyo.
As the country is aimed at producing a 21st century learner who is globally competitive, teachers and parents alone cannot be able to emphasize this. Therefore, it is said that the performance of learners can be indicative only if there is unrelenting education towards bringing positive change, starting with self-introspection.
Sa bobedi o sontse re amogele gore o na le motsadi yo go laolang ra utlwa la boraro o sontse o laole gore o na le teachera yo go laolang ka pa go ruta le motsadi yo go laolang a go ruta bothe ke ba teachera a gago wena ngwana o sontse ro sala ditalo morago botshelo ja go ba go nna hela yana.
According to the acting head teacher of Botswana 2 Community Junior Secondary School, Ms. Banabotle Chimbombi, following the reset agenda, the school has been doing things differently, the new way, in an endeavor to accomplish good results.
We organized studies in the morning from 6:30 to 7:30. Ka di Saturday le gone bana ba rona ba tla from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. 2020, we attained A to C 29.3%. 2021, grade A to C 31.8%. 2022, A to C 34.5%.
Ya nong rona ka malobanyana ha moragonyana le kana kone re tsena ne go sna di internet ne ra o yo homework go tsa di textbook tse dintsintsi wa go batla le go le ngwe hela hela gompelo wa re tla hela mo Google be se tsebile sengwe se dule so bone bana le itemogelo le se se hapele ga bone mo eleng internet mo eleng gore go ba thusa gore go nne motlho gore ba kgona go pasa se santseng se tlhelela mo go bone mo eleng gore ke one tshwanetse go e ba itseng ke gore ga ba tlhwagala.
The overall best student of this school, Ms. Hope Lotswawo, extended her gratitude and shared a word of encouragement with her peers.
And you have to be able to work hard. I know there'll be times a lot of failure, and there's been times a lot and I was put down karne ke fail, but I persevered and now here I am. You know what? I actually shake the assistant minister's hand today, and you can do it too, guys. Yo, the feeling. I even got a pic. But you can do it too. So, but I just want you guys to work hard. And I wanted to improve.
Assistant Minister further urged students to continue being hard workers, displaying smart work ethics in order to deliver quality services with diligence, thus changing the world to become a better place for all. Yenge Malemoyo, BTV News, Kanye.
Now time to look at our sports stories with Ntebogang Sebetlela. Maitso. The awards went okay. They seem to have gone very smooth.
Yeah, I think so. Worth speaking about when you look President Awards. Sexton.
That's
30,000.
That's not to blow your horn, but that's an uncle of my mother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Actually, a cousin of mine. Yes. No, not my family. No. But just he's always been on the sports fraternity, and it's good to see the legends of sports. Remember, there was a team out of Gabani back in the day. I forgot what it was called. When Tsutsungeli came out of actually. That team, it was hammering teams. And it was his work at the time. Took out the team from there. The blue one.
The foundation mo football in Botswana. I really like to see him appreciate the president. He's a hall of
famer as well.
Yes, so that shows how much he worked hard for for this country.
He's making it difficult for Opa. I mean, because Opa has to fit those particular footsteps.
And what we also doing, because currently, I think press conference
but congratulations to him, and obviously congratulations to the rest of the winners who got ours today.
Yes,
right?
Footballer, men's football of the year. I think it's probably going to be a little bit controversial. Right. Benson Mangolo wa Jeneng Galaxy. Ana lebo Orebonyi, Timisang Orebonyi. Remember that he's the first Botswana to win 2 continental titles. So I don't know.
There's no controversy there. I mean, I think.
No, I'm just saying probably people are going to like, you know.
Yeah, we all have our different expectations.
Thank you very much, Kaelo. Tonight, sports news follows with me in Tabohan Sebetlela. In the just ended J100 tournament played at the Motor Center tennis courts in Gaborone, Australian Thai host emerged victorious in the boys' final after beating French Nicolas Robert 6-3, 6-4. This is Robert's second loss in a space of a week after a disappointing finish in the J60. In the girls category, Freya Pitt of Great Britain beat the J30 champion Danielle Chapman of South Africa in straight sets of 6-3, 7-6. Last week, Pitt went home with a gold medal after winning the J16.
Pretty solid all this week. Last week wasn't the best, and yeah, just overall a lot better this week. I feel like I played really well against his type of game. I mean, I had game plan coming out because I played doubles with him last week. Yeah, I just did what I needed to do.
I lost in the final. That was my 4th final in a row lost, but all the credit to Ty because he plays better than me. My serve didn't work well. Did a lot of mistakes. I had opportunity in the second game of the match, but he just played better than me in this moment. And that's it. I just have nothing to say more. Just that I hope that the next time the final will go in my side, by my side, and that's it.
Yeah, it was good. I think in the first set I played my game and played solid and went after the points, and then the second set I got nervous for trying to take the title, but managed to overcome the nerves and get the win today. I think in the second set, yeah, I felt more pressure. I think I wasn't hitting through my shots as much, and yeah, try and improve on that next time.
A good tournament. The level of participation was very good. You know, even though our players didn't progress to the later stages, it was a good exposure for players. It's unfortunate that we didn't get the likes of Denzel, who is relocated to America, playing here, who's ranked number 3 in the whole continent, and Mark also had an injury. But it's been good. I mean, we've had 6 weeks of international tournaments. This is adding to the sports tourism, and it's a good synergy, you know, for sports.
Newly promoted side Vicham FC started their Botswana Premier League season by sharing spoils with BDF 11 at the Lobatse Sports Complex after the two played to a 0-0 draw at the Lobatse Sports Complex this afternoon. Let's take a look at the match highlights.
Kgwele ke sekhuto sa bobedi sa BDF 11 ba tsa se le sekhutshwane mona ba itshopeletsa ka bothale Dastino ba go tsaka dithogo a ba se dira o se dirile go ba go te go molato go ba go te o tshwere ka letsogo ona se dirile mbone se ngobe ampuisa dio tse ke sa ditsing ba henya kgwele mbone se ba re gotsa mollo a re bona mastache photha mo tshara dinno ka kgwele.
A game of very, very difficult. It was always going to be difficult. First game, after a very long pre-season, I take a point, I move forward. Looking at the game, how it was, first half, they were all over us. Half-time, we tried to correct and calm the boys down. It was a matter of calming them down, the nerves. Second half, we looked a bit better. We created some chances, not clinical, but looking at the game, how it was, I take a point and I move forward.
It's a test and adjust game. Department they will play a patch, le ground head is store. honestly. Ground was heavy, moletsatsi. Mela kene ke bua kere kana ha re simolla game e tshwanang le. Go na le dilo tse dintsi tse ba di player didn't excited, player would want to prove, players kante le go mo go mo hetsa.
Still in the Botswana Premier League, Township Rollers became the team to register a win in the 2023-2024 season following a 2-0 win against Masitauka at the National Stadium. Sohola Meboy opened Papa's account with a first half goal on the 15th minute before Edwin Malusi secured Papa's win with a second goal in the dying minutes of the game. In Francistown, another Premier League new arrival, Traffic FC played to a 1-1 draw against Orapa United. Vincent Lekoro scored for Traffic while the Ostriches answered through Wilfred Muvurimi. Meanwhile, in Silibe Pikwe, Nico United held Gaborone United to a goalless draw at the Samsono Stadium.
First of all, I would like to thank my coaches, my teammates for the win. Yeah, ke boela ko match re ntse re ipankanya hela sente hela thata go tsweng hela di pre-season tsa rona go tsana mo game ya gompieno. So re ntse re dira bonte thata go makatse go bore re kgonne go henya cause di combination tsa rona tota ne re ntse re bereka ha le re leka yo le re bona mare gona na ke tsa gore re bone combination e leng gore ka risa go.
We had two halves. First half we are off it until we made the changes. Second half there were certain moments of the game where you control the game, but I think we just need to be a bit more clinical when you're on top. Our problem first half was we were losing a lot of jewels in the midfield. We were not able to deal with the rotational rollers and their wide players, especially boy coming to the half spaces.
The Masitauka side, the left, it was a little bit not up to date. But we said, let's play with width, so that Rakal is very good on 1v1. If you have a player who's good on 1v1, you are always going to survive. But the first half, in terms of goals, we were not happy. But the results fine. We could have at least scored at least 2 goals first half. At least if not 3. But anyway, remember, this is our first game. The actually first official game of the league.
No, we had a very intensive game. We were playing a very experienced side. We are building up. They were coming at us. We are going at them. The only thing I could do was to never let them play. And if you let them play, you will never mark them. So I allowed them to play because they were playing in front of us. I wanted the quickest ball inside the box.
One in which we wanted to start off on a very positive note, of which I thought we did. Couldn't defend our lead, conceded with virtually the last kick of the first half, something that has been haunting us for a greater period now. But we applied ourselves well overall, and unlucky not to have gotten all 3 points. We came up against a team that is one of the traditional giants of Botswana football.
Still in football, Malawi demolished Eswatini 8-0 in the Women's COSAFA Championship held at Lucas Muribe Stadium in Pretoria to lead Group A with 6 points. South Africa recorded their first win of the tournament, downing Madagascar 3-1. That's it with Botswana Tonight Sports News. Now I'm giving back to Kaelo Sabone to give us the backheads.
Thank you very much, Ma. I think these awards, they are called BFA awards, Botswana Football Association.
Botswana Football Association.
So they are awarding those who are inside Botswana.
They are awarding those. Oh, okay. And then interestingly, if we have seen my sports bulletin, big teams, the league is starting, I don't know, should I say in a high note or a little bit tough for big teams. All of them, most of them, they played to, they drew with newcomers.
But these newcomers are coming from a well-sponsored league. All right? The first divisions are well-sponsored. So they are coming with a vision of just coming in and rubbing and going to the top of the league. And it's proven, teams like the Flamingos themselves, they didn't really come from anywhere. So I think it will be a very nice and interesting one.
Mhm.
Just happy.
And four teams are going. What is it saying? Do you think one of the big teams is going to go?
All right. One of them is going to go, but in the meantime, let's have a look at our headlines.
Apparently, you don't have audio. I'm going to to help you. Let's look at the backers. Collaboration with other African countries can play a pivotal role in taking Botswana's tourism sector to greater heights. Proper management of livestock has the potential to eradicate diseases. And lastly, Australian Thai host wins the J100 tournament.
No, thank you very much. I think let's look forward to seeing a very interesting league. I think the key thing with football, therefore. So, but the Township Rollers won. I mean, for them it could be either a good start or a very bad start. You beat you beat someone who's been beating you all along.
Yes.
So I think, but we look for. I mean, Township Rollers is one of the biggest, most respected teams after Extension Gunners, which
Extension Gunners is
it's not coming back, eh?
Yes. So
it's not coming back.
I'm not sure if your words can be verified, but time will tell.
Yeah, I don't think Extension Gunners is coming back, but we look forward to seeing, because there's a new investor apparently in the team. But it's a very sad league. It's the first time in the history of Botswana football without Extension Gunners. So
the biggest teams in the country.
The biggest forever.
So I'm waiting with abated breath for an encounter between Gunners and Chiefs.
And Gunners will walk over. You walk over. Now, thank you very much for watching. That marks the end of our news bulletin. However, on the 15th to the 17th of November, the Institute for Internal Auditors Botswana will be hosting their annual conference and gala dinner under the theme Amplifying Corporate Governance and Ethics. The presentation of the conference will be on the role of internal audit. On this day, Lucia Ramos had a conversation with the Vice President of the Institute of Internal Auditors, Botswana, Re Lovemo Katukula, and Publicity Chairperson of the Institute of Internal Auditors, Botswana, Me Khontle Kupe. Before we watch that, let's have a look at our weather.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Samuel Ramoton. This afternoon, very hot to extremely low temperatures were recorded over most areas of the country, with the highest maximum of 39 degrees Celsius recorded at Letlhakane, Veda and Shaka. But over most areas, temperatures range from 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. The current satellite picture shows clear skies over most areas of the country. Tomorrow, we're expecting clear skies in the morning over most areas of the country, but as the day progresses, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions. In the morning, warm temperatures are expected over the entire country, with minimums ranging from 16 to 19 degrees Celsius across the country. And in the afternoon, very hot temperatures are expected over Khansi, Kalahari and Southern, with maximums of 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. But over other areas of the country, we're expecting extremely hot temperatures tomorrow, with the maximums of 40 degrees Celsius over most areas. And as for the fire report, this red spot shows active wildfires which are currently burning in some areas of the country. And as for tomorrow, the fire danger index shows extremely dangerous conditions over most areas of the country. Therefore, the public are advised to handle fire with caution and to avoid starting unnecessary fires. Moving on with the weather forecast, let's have a look at some cities in Southern Africa. Showers are expected over Manzini, and clear skies are expected over Maseru, Upington and Cape Town. Partly cloudy conditions are expected over Port Elizabeth and Johannesburg. Clear skies are expected over Antananarivo, Beira, Lusaka and Windhoek, and few patches of clouds are expected to be visible over Harare, and over Dar es Salaam and Blantyre. We're expecting clear skies. Partly cloudy conditions are expected over Luanda, and over Kinshasa we're expecting some thunder showers. That's the weather forecast. Have yourself a good night.
course. And maybe you could just tell us about the Institute of Internal Auditors Botswana. What is it, and what's it?
Institute of Internal Auditors Global, which is the leading professional body